Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Battlefield 6's here. Launch has been going absolutely insane. Some of the numbers we're already seeing for some of the launch queue times that have been going on all day. The player counts like on Steam and whatnot are going nuclear. The hype is in full force. And come day one already, Battlefield 6 is already getting better. They've actually gone through and detailed several things they already plan on updating and fixing here in the coming days. They've addressed some issues that popped up right alongside launch because everything was going so crazy. We also have some new details on some free in-game content that everyone can access just simply by checking out the game for a few days consecutively. That's where I want to start here today. Battlefield 6 did post this blog saying the inbox. Battlefield 6 is home for new player daily login, gifts, and more. There's actually some new daily login stuff going on right now in celebration of launch. So you'll notice that in game, you do have an in-game inbox that you can check out. You'll occasionally get like promotional messages and stuff there. But what we care about the most here is their description of the daily login gifts for the Battlefield 6 launch. They say the first time you boot and enter Battlefield 6's main menu, whether it's on October 10th or a later date, your EA Connect inbox will have at least one message. This is your day one login gift, which is the Tankful dog tag. Open the inbox, claim the item inside the message by following the on-screen prompts, and you'll be able to equip that. Then you log back in the next day for the next gift, a 15-minute career XP booster. Continue logging in for 7 consecutive days, and you can receive a handful of gifts. So obviously, day one's the Tankful dog tag. Day two, the 15-minute career XP booster. Day three, another 15-minute career XP booster. Day four, the steady aim player card background. Day five, another 15-minute career XP booster. Day six, another one there, but this time it's for hardware XP. And then day seven is going to be the Deer Stalker vehicle skin as well. So if you plan on grinding out Battlefield 6 for launch here, make sure you're checking that inbox every day when you're booting up the game for the first time so you can get some easy free rewards. Those XP boosters are going to be very, very useful. Now, as mentioned, Battlefield has actually already confirmed a bunch of stuff that's going to be getting updated and fixed from day one moving on here. They have a bunch of known issues they've already revealed, including some pretty major ones. Like as of today, when everyone was first jumping onto the game once it went live worldwide, there were a lot of install issues going on where it was saying you need to install multiplayer even though you have the full game downloaded and stuff. So Battlefield comms earlier today did post they are aware of this, they're looking into it. By the time this video goes live, there probably will be several resolutions for this, and of course feel free to check out the comments below. Other people might have found workarounds in the meantime if your platform is still obviously running into some issues, but they do say they are aware of an issue that's preventing some players from accessing the game and receiving an error stating they need to purchase DLC or something similar. So they will have full fixes out for this here, but an early look into, hey, we're aware of this going on, we're gonna have a fix out soon. But this is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of what they're already planning on updating, adjusting, changing, and fixing for launch going forward. And for what it's worth, if you're still having issues with this at the time of this video going live, again, hopefully by this time there will actually be some official fixes out, but if you're still having problems, Henry on Twitter did post saying that the fix or the workaround that worked for him was to go to community, search on the top screen server, hover over a new server and press X to view more info, then spam the join button, and it should give you like a workaround for that. Again, full update will be out though. So Battlefield Bulletin has put together a bunch of known launch issues here that Battlefield has talked about, and there's a lot to break down here. And considering this is just day one, this is truly only the start. We're gonna have so many updates, so many new things to cover here in the coming days, weeks, and months, whether it's tips, changes in game, content, things of that nature. So if you guys wanna make sure you're up to date with absolutely everything going on in Battlefield, be sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications. We are getting so close to hitting 1 million subs, and obviously a lot of you guys are brand new checking out the channel for the first time here with the hype of Battlefield. And of course, if you enjoy this video, a like rating is seriously appreciated as well. It does really help grow the channel. But here's what Battlefield Bulletin has reported on so far, sort of culminating all of the new launch issues and things that'll be updated here shortly. With the player updates, the party system accepting a multiplayer invite while in campaign doesn't actually take you to the lobby. Soldiers may bounce off of vault height objects if jumping to them from too far away. Characters can bounce when landing on certain assets, and then in your profile, all weapon mastery badges appear grayed out in the loadout screen. You'll still be able to progress them, but the visuals for them are currently bugged a little bit. In gadgets, the EOD bot may get stuck if deployed on top of a supply crate, so just be careful there with where you're deploying that. And then defibs may have inconsistent hit reg after range adjustments. So if you notice you're trying to spam a defib on somebody, it's not picking them up. It's super finicky with how you have to place it and how you have to look at a downed player. They are going to be updating the hit reg more for that. That's really good news right out of the gate. I've already had a few situations where it's like a guy's trying to res me and I just hear the dink, 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 and he can't hit me, right? It's the most frustrating thing as a downed player or as someone trying to quickly get a player up in a sticky situation. A bunch of weapon updates are inbound as well. Some weapons are missing the intended camera shake when aiming. The crosshair does not always scale correctly when playing in 4K. Weapon sway can disconnect at times after exiting a vehicle, so it just makes your screen look a little bit weird. Some weapons can't reload if the reload input is pressed immediately right after you fire. Charm loops are missing on some weapons, and in certain scopes, the lens may visually detach from the scope during the ADS reloads. Just a visual bug there that they're going to update here, but a couple of fixes inbound there as well. With vehicles, the R-84 V2 and the AIM-84 air-to-air missiles have been temporarily disabled due to an issue related to air-to-air missiles from jets towards other aircraft, but they will be re-enabled in an upcoming update, so they're just keeping them out of the game while things are obviously a little bit buggy right now, and we'll have a fix for that out here, I would assume, pretty soon. With new map and mode updates, the combat area may sometimes fail to render on the minimap or the deploy screen when you are specifically playing Escalation here. In Strike Point, halftime screen may not show any information. And then on Empire State Rush, all sectors may appear active from the start of a match there. Just a visual bug again. With UI and HUD updates, several things being listed here too. HUD may not appear in gameplay when using 16:10 aspect ratio with certain resolutions, so just be mindful if you're playing on something specific there, you might be causing some issues because of your specific settings. The game mode UI at the top of the screen, including team scores, may not update if you join a match mid-round. This will remain incorrect for the rest of that round, then rejoining the match does resolve that issue. Command console currently cannot be accessed. The purchase failed error message may appear when pressing the CTA button in the inbox, the front-end bulletin, or the takeover screens. The highly trained dog tag currently refers to it being an AI dog tag. This is due to being renamed to bot dog tag, unable to be equipped for what it's worth. Couple of new character updates as well that are going to be inbound here. Faction and class patches are missing on some skins. They'll have those in a future update. The Sunstroke skin uses the wrong camo pattern. The Bramble skin has an incorrect texture. Player choice patches may override faction and class patches. Patches are not correctly applied on a Soul ROAR when using the Get Loud class assignment. The Copper Pulse skin currently shares the same outfit and pattern as Evergreen, so they will differentiate those. The System Override cosmetic is currently too saturated, and that'll be reduced with vibrancy in a later update here. So a couple of more inbound fixes. Single player also has a handful of new updates if you're jumping into the campaign. Challenges may not unlock if they were failed in a previous mission during the same playthrough. You'll have to relaunch the mission from the main menu and then complete the challenge again in order to actually unlock it. So it could be kind of tedious there. Definitely be mindful of that. Graphical issues may occur if your settings are set to low. Performance mode will also force settings to low, so adjust your graphic settings to resolve there. Screen tearing may occur, and if you have VSync on, that'll fix that. Teammates can sometimes get stuck if you restart the checkpoint. That'll fix that. Characters may become stuck due to collision. If you restart the mission, that will fix that. Reloading a checkpoint can cause issues, but if you restart the mission, it resolves it. Players outside unintended areas like edges of the map, and if you ignore objective markers, can cause AI or mission objectives to stop functioning. You'll have to restart to fix that as well. The game may become unresponsive if you are idle for too long. You'll have to restart from the menu to continue playing. On PC, unintentional interactions with apps outside of the game may occur when in windowed mode, so switch to full screen just to be safe on that. The challenge mode UI may not display correctly after unpausing. You'll have to restart the checkpoint or mission for that. Controller issues may occur on PC. If you are having those, they want you to straight up switch to keyboard and mouse. No aim assist for you. Shader stutter may occur at the beginning of the prologue in some missions on PC. Corrupted weapon firing VFX can appear when running at 120 Hertz specifically there. Mission 7, Nile Guard. The camera may break and fly through the map after triggering a specific cinematic in first person. They'll fix that. Then on Xbox and PS5, the game might crash when pressing continue in the campaign if no add-ons are installed, so be mindful of that as well. We also have some setting fixes and changes coming. Graphic settings may default to low if you're using auto performance on some 5080 cards at 4K or 1080p, so very niche situation going on there. Different aspect ratio selections may cause see-through borders in certain situations. PC players, if you played on release day on PC, your dead zone values may be defaulted at a too high of a value. This may result in scenarios as your aim moving when no inputs taking place, so they recommend you change that to the default of 8. On consoles, DRS, the dynamic resolution scaling, is not working as intended in performance mode, so that'll need to be toggled on and off to receive the full, or off and then on again to receive the full benefit. This process will need to be repeated each time a new game session is joined. So for now, you're going to have to consistently do that if you want to take advantage of dynamic resolution scaling. But quite a few updates already set in stone, already planned for Battlefield 6 to improve things to make the game even better, which is good news that they're already posting this much stuff, I would say, on day one, saying, hey, we've got updates planned for all this stuff here, hopefully in the near future. Obviously, as we see new updates drop, as we see new communication go out about other things they're looking into, investigating, I'll be covering all that in full detail right here. So feel free to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button on your way out as well. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.